Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm going to share with you this coding tool is called TRAE. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, maybe TRAE. So basically you just need to go to their website, download the software, and during the configuration you need to log in. You can also import your settings from Visual Studio, it is optional. After you have everything done, you can just use it directly. So at this moment, I think it's free for you to use, and it can do the similar things like cursor, like windsurf. It will use agentic workflow to help you code and explain code and so on. And you can see it has two modes. The first one is chat. The second one is builder. Okay. I'm going to try the builder one with you for this test. So basically, you can choose the available models here. Claude 3.5 Sonnet, 3.7 Sonnet, DeepSeek Reasoner R1, and DeepSeek Chat V3. So I'm going to use the latest Claude model. But before we go to the test, I want to share with you one of the case I have tried yesterday. I tried to use 3.7 and also 3.5 to code a comprehensive workflow simulated inside of a corporation, and there are many issues here. So one suggestion is that when you use such tools, please first have a very clear structure or the idea how you are going to develop your program, and always pay attention that whenever your request is very ambiguous or very complicated, you need to think a better strategy to interact with the tools. For example, you want to have an application like Twitter simulated with all the functionality, it will not give you the right answer right away. And there is also the context window and the multiple iteration limitations here. So there are many things you need to pay attention to. Okay, this is just a heads up. So when you use these tools, try small project first. And if you want to do big project, you need to think more thoroughly. Okay, now at this moment, let's try the 3.7 Sonnet. Okay, let's just see. Code a snake game. It's like a typical test run for many IDE tools. Yeah, so as you can see, it goes into this agentic workflow to think through each step and help you implement the code. As you can see, the first one is index.html and then the JS code, game.js. Of course, you have two options. Whenever it writes the code, you can accept all right away, or you can accept everything in the end. And it suggests me to run. Let's try it. Okay, we'll click run. It will just activate your PowerShell environment and let you run it. Let's see. Okay. Let's try the, yeah, open. Okay, space to restart. Yeah, works very well. And you can see the design of the graphics and so on, and movements, everything is okay. And you see the speed is very adequate for the first test. I mean, sometimes if you tried the different models and IDs of the agentic workflow before, some of the games may not be running smoothly for the first run. Okay, and you see it works very well. Okay, I'm going to stop here. So now let's ask another test. Okay, to be safe, if you want to code something else, it's better that you leave this chat and start a new chat. Otherwise, all the context window limit will just interact with your previous chat, and so when you hit the limit of the context window or the multiple rounds or iterations, it will stop. So now let's start a new chat. Okay, let's say write a Super Mario game. Let's try something more difficult, right? Yeah, it also decides which tools to use, which coding language to use. Looks okay. And it also spotted that we have the snake game code here. So I think when you have existing files in the folder, it will adapt everything to the new request. So now it already changed the snake name to Super Mario game. But if you want to save this project and start a new project, you should create a new directory, new folder, and go in there and try to start a new project. Okay, so I'm going to accept just to save time, and now it's going to write the JS file. It might take a while, but in the meantime, you can see this tool, the layout is always similar to Visual Studio Code, and you can see, and the layout is almost the same. And you can see here you can have this directory tab where you can choose to open the folder or clone a Git repository, and you can also do search. Okay, it looks good. It might take a while. Let's wait. Okay, so it has done coding. I'm going to accept it. Now it's checking the completeness. Okay, let's try to run it. So usually when you are running a program, it is tracking the feedbacks in the terminal, and if you have some error, it will keep on iterating on the current results. Okay, let's see. Nope, there's nothing here. I'm going to ask it to improve. Okay, it seems that in the middle box of the web page, nothing is shown. Yeah, as you can see, a good thing about nowadays when we use large language model or the agentic workflow to code, you just need to describe in plain English language, and you see here it translates to a more professional and more coder-friendly language, and you see the game canvas is not like what I said, the box of the web page and so on. Yeah, so basically I think it lowers the threshold where you need to learn coding before you try actual coding. So everybody can start quick project now. Let's see. Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay, let's try. Okay, at this moment, your utilization is free. You can choose different models, but until a certain threshold, it will just stop and ask you to wait in the queue. Like yesterday, after trying to code the two programs, they actually asked me to wait for 100 users, more or less, and after that, you are going to be able to use it again for all the models. Nope, it actually does not work. Okay, I think let's try this. Let's forget the games because it was adapted from the Snake game, right? So let's just try to start it again. Okay, so now let's start something new. Try again. Now we do not have the burden of the previous project, which will, I think, give more flexibility to program a completely new game. Let's see. Okay, the strategy does not change much. It suggests to use HTML5 canvas plus JS file. Yeah, basically all the details described in a very clear way. Okay, basically the step is the same. First, it will create the index.html. Going to accept all. Now we have the JS structure. Yeah, this is a not so small job. Actually, it's going to create all these JS files to complete the structure of the game. Now I think this time we're going on the right track, because if it adapts the Snake game to the Super Mario game, it does not make the process better. So it's better that we start a new directory or delete the existing program file and start a new one. Okay, as you saw before, sometimes there are some notifications like limit of the request and so on. It will suggest to do different things. You can either type in continue, the agentic workflow will go on, or sometimes you need to wait in the queue after they assign you new resources so you can continue. Now, as you can see, there are many different files already created. The whole length of the project is much longer than the previous one. Okay, now we hit the threshold. It asks us to wait in the queue. Let's wait. I think there might be an issue here. Just trying to fix it. I think we can accept it, but there's still one issue. Let's wait for the completion. Okay, I think we are ready to go. But of course, I think here we have some issue. I'm going just to be safe. Please check if game.js has some issue. All right, Now we hit a threshold, we need to wait. But as you can see here, I think now is not a peak usage time, so we do not need to like wait 100 positions and so on. So usually it's less than 10. I think it's okay. But if you are running something very urgently, you need to consider or factor in um, the consideration of the time spent of the waiting. Okay, so when I ask it to check this independent file, it actually goes to the whole structure to understand the relationships between different files. So it might take a while. Yeah, I think the job is finished. So let's see. I think there might be an issue here. No, let's just try to run it. Okay, run the program. Okay, in this case, it actually goes to check if everything is in place, then start running the program. So you have two options. One thing is that you dedicate this a task to the agents, or you can start on your own. Okay, both are okay. So let's see if it can run it successfully. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, we have nothing here. There's no display of the game and so on. The canvas is black and empty. So let's see. So I think it actually identified that there are some missing files about the assets. So we do not see anything. Let's wait. Okay, now let's try to run it again. Cross fingers. Wish we good luck. Okay, so basically you can also open the web view here. Nothing. Okay, let's open your browser. Nope, there's nothing. Okay, so in the web view here, nothing is shown. Nothing is shown. Let's see if it can fix the issue. Okay, now let's try it again. I don't think we have any improvement. Nope, still the same. Okay, no, let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because this game is too complicated for the agentic workflow to handle. I'm just going to stop here. Okay, so before concluding this video, I'm going to try one last game. I would ask it to code a breaker arcade game. I said the word simple. I do not want it to go too complicated and leave the unfinished project in the end. So let's see. It should not be a heavy task because like in Super Mario game, you have actions, you have different consideration of the assets and so on. So I think this one will be easier. Okay, as you can see here, you can either open your browser or here in the preview. I think in here the preview is okay, so I'm going to play here. Okay, looks okay. And you can see the scores is showing on the upper left side, and there is also the limit of lives as 3. Yeah, in general I think it's good. Now we just hit the end and we can restart. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. So basically we tried the 3 projects. We asked the agents to code a snake game. It looks very good, and also the general design looks very good. Then we tried to code a Super Mario game. So because the structure of the game could be very complicated, the agentic workflow cannot finish the job. At least for the time I spent, almost 40 minutes, more or less. In the end, we tried to code this brick game. It works very well. So I think, again, I repeat, my experience of using such tools. If you have zero coding experience, it's very good to have a quick start so you can feel the results of the programming. And when you want to code something more complicated, you need to have a better structure, better strategy, better process design. Because if you just throw the prompt to the agentic workflow like I did before for the Super Mario game, eventually you may hit many hurdles and may not get very good results. Okay, I wish you like it. I wish you enjoy this video. If you have any question, leave a comment below the video. Feel free to share my video. If you like my channel, please subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.